This was my first session with this 2-year-old stud colt. He had been halter broken prior to me handling him, but I wasn't sure how far along he was or how much he remembered, so I kind of just started off from the very beginning with him. My client brought this 2-year-old as well as 2 weanling colts, so it's the weanling colts that are calling to him from a distance. This colt wasn't really bothered by pressure. He wasn't as flighty as some that I've had, but a lot of that is the fact that he's been handled before. So right away in the beginning, I'm just working on establishing a direction and getting after him, putting more pressure on him when he tries to change directions with his butt to me. I take the pressure off of him and let him stand and rest a little when he wants to give me 2 eyes. I'm still just getting a feel for this horse. This is the first time that I've handled him, so he very well could have had this done with him before. There I got after him because he wanted to tip his hip into the inside of the circle towards me, and you'll see on a couple of these rounds he wants to do that same thing when he gets over by where my horses are tied. So right about here, through there, he'll tip his hip to me a little bit. So I was putting a little more pressure on him there to discourage him from doing that. As our session here progresses, you'll see that he begins to whinny towards the other horses less and less when they call for him. I'm really looking for inside turns at this point, trying to discourage him from putting his butt to me and turning to the outside. So when he turns to the inside, I want it to be super gentle and calm. And when he tries to turn towards the outside with his butt to me, then I'll put a lot of pressure on him and take him back the direction that we were going initially. He really wants to give me 2 eyes, and he's not overly defensive about either side. He's pretty happy to change directions both ways. I really love how much he offers to lick and chew. There he just gave a big sigh as well. So now I'm starting to look for his hip a little bit. I would love if he would disengage away from me and give me 2 eyes instead of leaving and going back out on the circle. This Colt is really willing. He's super smart, picked up on what I was looking for right away.
Great. Good job. That was perfect. There you go. Good job. Good boy. Very good.
Obviously, with a totally unhandled horse, these steps would be a lot slower. But since this guy has had some handling, he kind of just rolled through them. I really like that he wanted to take a few steps towards me there when I retreated. That's really nice.
He's very clearly been handled before. Just been a while.
He's not worried at all about me walking up to him. If he had been unhandled, this step would have taken a lot longer.
He just does not care.
This is the first time that I offered to put the halter around his neck here, and he wanted to take a few steps away, but he never committed to leaving. So I kind of just stayed with him, and I tried not to put him in a bind. I asked him to come off the pressure a little bit here just to see how he would respond to it. Since he has already been halter broken before, he knows how to respond to that sort of pressure and came off of it very easily and willingly. I'm pretty careless right here with haltering him. If he had been unhandled, I wouldn't have tried to work with him in this way. But because he has already been handled and haltered before, like I said, we can kind of just roll through the steps. I'm just making sure that they're there. This Colt will come off of forward pressure on the halter very easily, but he's a little stuck with disengaging, so we worked on it quite a bit during this session. There's a part 2 to this video where I show flagging for the first time. Thanks for watching.